Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shay Renee, and I will be reading and reacting to Am I the Asshole stories from Reddit.com. Am I the asshole for telling my husband he embarrassed me? I, 44 female, husband 44 male, and I went to a party. On the way there, I told him that one of the couples that would be there were co-workers of mine, and to keep his conversations PG-13 around them. When he gets around another man that I knew was going to be there, they often loudly make inappropriate jokes and comments about sex, jerking off, drugs, etc. When everyone was being introduced, he immediately says to the couple, "Oh, you're the one she said I have to behave around." And everyone laughed it off and it was fine. Is it though? Okay, strange. He made a couple of comments that were towing the line of inappropriate, but he never went overboard and everyone seemed to be having a good time. After the party, we decided to go grab dinner. On the way home, and after ordering, I noticed my coworkers are at the same restaurant and must have come in after us. My husband wanted to go run over and say hi and join them, but I thought we should let them enjoy their meals and then stop by the table on the way out to say hi again. About 10 minutes later, the wife comes up to us and says that she just spotted us in Small Worlds and all of that. And my husband says, "Yeah, we saw you too, but she said I shouldn't say anything to you." At which point my coworker was like, "Did I get snubbed?" She laughed, but it kind of felt awkward and she went back to her table. Why are you like that, sir? Like, you're messy. I'm telling you, the biggest females are men. No shade. All to y'all shade. Anyway, after she left, I calmly told him that it makes me uncomfortable when he tells people things I've said about them so he can get a laugh and it feels like a violation of trust, and he apologized, but the apology felt disingenuous, like he just wanted the conversation to be over. I remind him that he's done similar things before, like I shit talk someone to him, and then at the party someone brought up this person and he was like, "Isn't that the person you can't stand?" in front of everyone. Wow. So then it spirals into a fight about how it makes him feel like shit, that I'm embarrassed by him just being himself, and that he hates me telling him what he can and can't talk about at gatherings with my friends. We finish our dinner mostly in silence, and then he barks at me the entire 10-minute drive home about how he knew I was going to try to start a fight because I've been in a bad mood all week, and how I care too much about what other people think and how much he hates me being embarrassed by him. I feel like this is some basic social norm shit, but maybe am I the asshole? Absolutely not. Any relationship, do not repeat. Like, why are you repeating it? And then not only are you repeating something, but you're doing it in such an obvious and annoying way. You're not even repeating the things that she's saying. You're saying things of, "Oh, she told me not to say hi to you. Oh, she told me this and she told me that." That's messed up. That's childish. That is really ridiculous. This is not even that hard. I'm only going to read 2, maybe 3 comments because that I already know the answer. Not the asshole. I have money on the fact that people are actually uncomfortable with the wife's, I don't know what that word is. If he's unable to control himself, and I bet he is, I bet good money on the fact that he doesn't make sexual jokes to his mom or his boss. He just needs to. Yes, whatever. You're not the asshole here, but your husband is definitely the asshole. A husband and wife are a team. The fact that he spews out almost everything you tell him in confidence is such a dick move on his part. And the worst part is he's doing it to get a laugh at your expense. And that's the part. So the audacity and the gaslighter in you to sit here and say, "Oh, you shouldn't care about what people think, but you want to sit here and kiki and make everybody laugh at my expense." Why are you doing that? You're weird, sir. You're very weird. To be honest, he sounds like a 5-year-old child who blurts out everything he heard his mom and dad say earlier about everyone at the party. You're a child. The most shocking part is when you tell him how you feel, he complains that he can't be himself, and evidently embarrassing you by revealing everything you say behind closed doors is being himself. It almost sounds like he prides himself on being the asshole husband who continuously embarrasses his wife out in public. Like, what makes you think that that's okay? What makes you think that if you repeat something that your wife says, or in these awkward situations, that is okay? It's going to get to a point where your wife is not going to be wanted. You're not going to be wanted, and then she's not going to be wanted. And no funny thing, wifey here, stop telling him stuff. And I hate that it has to come to that, but stop telling him stuff and stop inviting him. If it's a couple thing, then y'all don't need to go. But if it's an event that husbands don't necessarily have to go, you need to leave him home. You need to leave him home, or you need to stop telling him things that you don't want to be repeated. Because for him to feel this way, and not only have you voiced how you felt, but then he flipped it and started a whole argument with you about how you're doing something wrong, at least you acknowledged it. Or you can be petty Betty, like your girl, and start doing it back. Wait till you get around his family. Wait till you get around his friends. Start repeating things that he said to you and see how you like it. See how he like it. Because people are real quick to do things and to say things and to treat people a certain type of way when it's you. But let it be them. Nobody likes that. Be for real. Be freaking for real. Start doing it to him when he's around his mom. Start doing it to him when he's around his auntie and his uncles and his cousins. Start repeating things and see how he like it. Oh, I thought it wasn't a problem. I thought he was just keying. Weirdo. Not the asshole sounds like your husband has the maturity of a 16-year-old. Yeah, because how is that even funny? Not the asshole. He sounds like one of those loudmouth, zero-filter blowhards that absolutely nobody can actually stand to be around. I'm not sure why you can't. Yeah, how long y'all been married? Not the asshole. I've had this issue before of my wife talking about something that was embarrassing for me to have others hear simply for a laugh. And I've had moments where I've taken a joke to a place she didn't like. Couples therapy helped us a lot in expressing ourselves and learning better communication. We have had code words of sort for any time one of us goes a little overboard. So we can say, hey, that doesn't make me feel good in public quickly and discreetly. I think that's cute. Counseling seems to be beneficial and things like this, but you're definitely going to have to do something else other than have a conversation with him because he obviously does not give a damn. And he seems like he's just going to continue to do what it is that he wants to do. So for this one, this is very easy. We're not even going to make it long. I'm not even going to keep reading. You're not the asshole. You are 100% justified for how you feel. You didn't do anything but tell your husband, listen, you're making me uncomfortable. And he tried to gaslight you and tell you that you were the problem. You're not the problem. Stop inviting him. Stop telling him things. And if he still want to do it, be petty Betty and do it back. Don't really listen to me. Go to counseling. Go to your pastor. But do it around his mom, do it around his father, do it around his cousins and his aunties and see how he feel about it. Don't actually do that, but yeah. That's all I have for you today. Let me know what you think about this story and what would you do in this situation. Again, my name is Shay Renee. I was reading the Am I the Asshole stories from Reddit.com, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.